Last part of the show, I'm going to actually get into some awards for our loved Manchester United team. So here we go. Guys in the comment section, get along with this one as well. Tim, I'm going straight to you. Sorry, mate. I'm putting the pressure right on you right now. Third into the season, let's just do a mini award ceremony just because we can, because we're United fans. Player of the season so far for you. Good luck.
Oh. Oh. God.
Is there anyone? Player of the season? It could be for any reason. They've overcome some adversity.
You know what? Okay, get ready. I'm going to get slaughtered in the comments for this, but
go for it. That's what it's for. Go on, mate.
I'm going to give it to Harry Maguire. Just the way he's come back and reacted and come back into the team. You know, he's been thrust into a difficult position with getting the captaincy stripped, and he's come back into the team under difficult circumstances with the injuries, and he's done all right. He hasn't, he's steadied the ship for us a bit. So I think I'll give it to Harry Maguire. And comments, go ahead and have at it.
There's a few actually going in with you on that one. Actually, Alien going in. Surratt won't do jack. Lubed up already. Again, Alien, he's gone back. We need some soothing Tim words for our man Alien again in the chat, but. Harry Maguire, I mean, I can see why you're saying that. I do get it. It is quite comical after everything that's gone on. Mm-hmm. But you know what? He's not been the worst player, has he? I think we can safely say that. For you, Jay, player of the season so far. I'll give you a few more minutes there just to think about this one.
I'm still trying to rusticate and ruminate on when Harry Maguire hasn't been our worst player of the season. It's like, Jesus Christ. It's like that moment when Will Smith is arguing at the Oscars, take my wife's name out of your mouth. I'm like, take Harry Maguire's name out of your mouth. I'm literally like, oh my God. Player of the season, yeah, I'm struggling. I'm actually, you know what, right? Again, the comments are going to go mad here. I'm going to give it to Johnny Evans, right? I'm going to give it Johnny Evans.
Okay.
Right? Who should never have been sold in the first place. Right?
So you going against, it was one of Evans, Smalling and Jones. Was the wrong one sold at the time?
Yeah, I'm going to give it to Johnny. If you're giving it to Maguire, I'm going to give it to Evans. He's come back. He's come back. He's come back after being relegated with Leicester. Thought he was going to just play a few pre-season games. And I saw him play in Dublin, actually, incidentally. And when he came on, he talked Harry Maguire through the game. And literally, it was like, Harry Maguire was attached to his arm, and wherever Johnny went, Harry followed. So he let Harry go around the pitch a little bit. So I'm going to go with Johnny Evans. And also, didn't he get that banger assist for Bruno back a couple weeks back? So I'm going to go with Johnny Evans, just to throw a bit of fire into the fan base there in the comments.
That's it. I mean, everyone's there. It's like Stephanie made a good comment there. Adam, it's going to have to be multiple choice questions only, please.
Well done, Steph.
To pick one out. 8147 says Johnny Evans is Maguire's minder. I think everyone agree. Everyone is shite. I don't know how to pick. Says Anthony. I think we're all pretty much in that boat where it's like we're clutching at straws, but we're trying to sort of look at someone who possibly might have just done that little bit more. I mean, all we can say is, did anyone improve in this first third of the season? Were they any better than what they finished last season with? Because let's be honest, last season's finish was garbage as well. It was shocking. Do you know what? I was laughing at the start of the show talking about Johnny Evans and Maguire never in a million years being my centre-back partnership. And you two just picked him as the player of the season so far. So it's like, well, okay then. That's why we do guest shows, so we can bring in the different opinions. But yeah, each to their own. But honestly, yeah, do you know what? I'm pushed to try and get past any of them too, to be honest.
That's it. Where do you go?
Yeah, I mean,
but hang on, gentlemen. We've forgotten a top scorer. We forgot Scott McSideways, a top scorer. We've forgotten him.
Yeah.
He's got me in the mix, lads.
Yeah, Scottish Messi has to be up there for sure.
If you're going off full-on seasons so far, Scott McTominay for United and Scotland, he's definitely there, isn't he? He's in the mix. If we're bringing in Evans and Maguire, and Mr. Scott McTominay himself has to be in the mix. So who'd have thought it'd have been all Ole Gunnar Solskjaer players and a bleeding Sir Alex Ferguson player for the player of the season so far? Oh, God. Right, okay. Moving on to the easier one. Well, actually, no, this is probably even harder. Jay, you're coming first for this one. You've had enough time. Biggest disappointment of the season so far. Who did you think? Who are you looking forward to going into this season to watch, and has just completely blown you away, but for the wrong reasons?
Easy. Easy. The biggest wage stealer at the club, the charity enthusiast, Marcus Rashford.
Oh, Marcus.
Easy.
Get a few votes on this.
Easy. Yeah. I think he's been abysmal.
What's been the worst bit about his game for you? What's disappointed you the most in him?
His simple lack of work ethic. I coach kids rugby, and I give them 3 demands I make from them. A, turn up on time. Okay. B, focus. C, execute. 3 simple demands. Every session, they're drilled into their brains before we even start, for the warm-up. Rashford, for me, he's failed in all 3. Rashford. That's before we even analyse his performance. That's it.
Yeah, there is a few that I'm definitely agreeing with you on that one, Jay. 100%. Tim, any different for you? Anyone else jumped out from the crowd that's absolutely blown you away again for all the wrong reasons?
Just to be a bit different from Jay, and it's not necessarily his fault. I think it speaks more to, maybe his age and whatnot, and that he's getting older. But Casemiro, just the turnaround from last season to this season with Casemiro, and how Casemiro was such a driving force for us last season in winning the ball in good areas and then breaking us out, which is something that we've missed for so many years. Now, I know he's been injured. Obviously, he's been battling injuries, but he doesn't seem as comfortable when he's back in there now either. So I don't know what's happened. But yeah, for me, I think it would be Casemiro. I mean, again, I think there's one this is one you could choose multiple players, but
Tim, do you think a bit of that is last season he got sent off so many times and so many bookings that he's kind of dialed back a little bit of his aggression from last season?
Yeah, that could be it. But I'll be completely honest with you, Jay. I think the biggest part for me is, I think he thrives on playing with someone who will do the running for him and has the energy to get about. And I really think
Fred.
I think he missed it. I think as much as again, slate me in the comments all you want, but I really think we miss Fred. I think we miss a player like Fred who can get about, put a shift in, harry people, and that just gave to have that player next to him to do that part of the game. I think he really, really misses that.
Yeah. Oh, do you know what? I was probably more surprised with the players of the season votes from you two rather than the disappointments. But honestly, I can see both arguments totally, and I can't really disagree with your reasoning for both of them picks either. And I think the comments are totally agreeing with everything that you're saying right now. And it just goes to show, doesn't it? It's like, do United fans actually get carried away with one season performances? Rashford and Casemiro last season were standouts for this football team. And this season, the drop-off has shown, and it's shown on them as well in terms of their performances and how far off they are. It has been a massive, massive, massive disappointment this season for both Rashford and Casemiro. And I agree with both of you guys. There are other players. Bruno's an honourable mention there. I love Bruno, but again, his work rate never stops. His quality on the ball has definitely gone down a notch, I feel. But my argument for him last night's show was, I look at Bruno when he plays for Portugal with better players around him. If we can actually build a team, I think Bruno fits into that team. I think he is a title-winning player. I really do, and I'll always believe that. I will never take away a man's work rate and never giving up attitude, and never be afraid to miss. the late Sir Bobby Charlton's famous line, never be afraid to miss. Don't be scared of losing. And that will take you a million miles in this game. And if you're going to play for Manchester United, you need that embedded in your head.